Looking to cut his way across through that attacker spawn is Sylvan. Is pushed into the back site. He's able to find one. Jemkin going to take it down, swing in from Cushy. Does manage to catch him off guard, but now Spike going to be dropped here just outside of Flowers. The aim cannot be sent there from Stacks. Buzz will kill one off, but that leaves Sylvan now in the 1v2. Looking to try to clutch this out. Star set up. Pulls him out a little bit more into the open, but Wiley are able to shrug that off. Xpharaoh eyes over here on the angle. Needs a bit of damage. Both players got to be tagged up. But both not going to get taken down by a single Sheriff shot.
Can't use that yet.
Sylvan needing to really get this done, and he cannot. A solid double on yet. On the corner, Meteor able to drag across, finding one. Free swings in, looks for a bit more and finds it. Both duelists now going to be on the floor here. As Sylvan pushes back away. Not quite where the Thorns wanted to go. Swing out though, and Cushy with that Sheriff in hand. He got the Marshal behind, but Sheriff gets the job done, finds a very nice headshot, as Meteor will be able to hold his ground, however. Comes away with a third. Technically speaking, on for an ace, but not really in a collision path here with these two remaining players on the side of RRQ.
Meteor's lucky there. He was one shot away from that Sheriff. Just got the angle a little bit ahead of where Cushy was able to see him. Crazy guy Xpharaoh, two-man push right up in front of Stacks.
One enemy remaining.
And has him lined up. Lay, make this unassailable. Creeps forward. Fast lane going to be sent in. Monyet going to get cut down. It's not Sylvan who finds it. It's actually going to be Izu over
10 seconds left.
from that hall. Xpharaoh now trying to slide forward, but they're running out of time. They need to start sticking this. They can't. It's over. The round is gone. And shades of RRQ from that split attack. Rear out though, so they know that there's going to be a player in this position. As Buzz sliding forward, but Jemkin, what a shot. Gets a one tap there with the Vandal. Shuts down the Neon. Plant can now come through. Meteor has to tuck back there as the Nebula gets ready to dissipate. Dimensional Drift going to be in play. Izu leading the charge to spot out all these player positions, get that relayed so they can try to put together a game plan. Meteor, however, still scaling forward. Flash connected, but Stacks able to find Monyet back over towards Secret. Two players gone, and it's just going to be a firing squad. Meteor again comes away with three.
Try to get started.
Tucked back from Buzz though, and gets the headshot on Monyet midair. The overdrive immediately going to be dealt with here as Hunter's Fury opened up, gets a collat pump. Nearly finds them both there on the follow-up, but they are able to avoid that third blast. But can they avoid Meteor is going to be the question, and the answer is absolutely not.
Players are here for RRQ. It just comes down to some of these battles.
Looking for a double face, it would seem, and Buzz does get taken down there. Window Crazy Guy out towards Shops. Sort of Izu, so Duelist is going to be eliminated. Sylvan on the peak, similarly going to be taken down. Meteor's still alive, however, still with that lockdown, and there's 20 seconds. So he's just going to go ahead and send this damn thing. And RRQ, they might just get screwed on time once again. They have to try to clear this out. Meteor now just tucked away, and look, they have to backpedal. It's already over. Meteor is just closing out rounds. 9 seconds, they have to sprint this thing in on Monyet's back. And it's already over. He just had to sit there and send it.
Oh boy.
And the round is done.
Everybody just vacating A site.
Buzz is just chasing in onto Monyet. Counter sprays back through. That fast lane gets quite a bit of damage across on a Crazy Guy. Stack's going to be dealt with though. Jemkin here at Dugout, able to find one. Now Buzz gone. Opens up the site a bit. Meteor is still nearby. Concussed Flowers as that Nebula falls, and he's going to have the headshot. So Jemkin gets taken down. Now a 3v3. The Steel Garden going to be invested, as well as the Armageddon, layering these together. Meteor, however, finding a little bit of a cubby. Stays tucked away here, backside, Shorty in hand.
There.
If he swings the corner, Crazy Guy basically needs to hit this headshot. Push coming in. Meteor redrawing with the Phantom, able to go ahead and find that kill. Machine Spike not planted here for him, so to try to play delay, but he will fall down as Meteor up to another three. The Nebula dropping. Xpharaoh fighting. Sylvan trying to get back in. Well, for now, died down for both of these teams. As slide across here in that TP forward. Stacks continuing to swing out, and Jemkin is able to take his head off. Things starting to click here, it seemed, from RRQ. Faster pace, maybe catching T1 a little bit off guard, given how slow all these previous rounds have been. Meteor, however, still a bit of a force, still fighting back. Sylvan on the corner swing, able to find the instant headshot, but it's just Meteor with 7 HP and Izu creeping forward over here at Flowers to try to see if they can pull off a 2v3.
It would take quite the miracle with how deep the post plant positions are. You've still got the salvos for Crazy Guy. Very, very tough.
Double approach. As, there you go, a third for Jemkin. Izu, instantaneous with a headshot. And ultimately, Izu knows that even if he's not going to be playing for the round win, he can still do quite a bit of damage here to the economy of RRQ. Just trying to pick them off. Swing in. Monyet trying to fill this space. Double push forward, and Sylvan not going to be good for either kill. Gets a bit of damage there on the Gemkin, which Stax is able to capitalize on. Under that kill, drone quickly cleared out. Knows that there should be one tucked over towards Connector, one going to be down in underneath. Meteor, however, getting pressured from both sides. He's forced to reroute. They're going in on the hunt. Cushy in the meantime trying to hold things down here on the side. Izu pushing in, able to find one. Stax now going to be taken down. Izu's still trying to scale in, but that stun connects, and Crazy Guy is able to hold his own. Meteor now once again arriving back over to see what kind of damage he can get, but T1 widely holding onto their weapons as Izu looking for an opportunity to get himself out to safety. Buzz finding one. Gemkin, however, coming away with two, and he's just stacked up here with Cushy. I mean, 3 players from RRQ all fighting out of the same position. Izu cannot hit the transfer. Meteor now left alone. Here's that reload, but can't quite find the punish. Okay, the second peek does, but time is not on his side.
All it took was that one little thing.
Oh, what a slide in. Sylvan is there to go ahead and trade it out, so it's going to be Neon for Neon, but Izu hits the flash there. Curious to see how much vision Cushy had, but either way, he's able to find the headshot. Fights back. Sylvan slowly drifting across, is able to find Cushy. So sight held down for now. Meteor shifts over, gets himself in position as Turret will go ahead and confirm presence. The Nanoswarm to delay, and the lockdown now going to be invested. Meteor expecting that they're going to look to try to go ahead and push forward. Clear this out. Stax chasing, looking for a little bit more there with that Hunter's Fury. As the spike now does get dropped. Meteor on the re-peek. Knows that he's going to be being encroached upon, ends up falling to the wayside. Kill locked in, but Xpharaoh now in a 1v2. Sylvan at 65. Sends out the Cosmic Divide. Plant sound, however, should have been noted, and Stax is there with the timing. As Buzz looking to try to take some space. The flash connecting, and oh my god, Xpharaoh! That is disgusting. Follow-up from T1, however, still going to be very solid as Izu comes away with 2 kills, and suddenly Monyet and Crazy Guy, the last one standing. See the ring there from the spike plant. Monyet unable to find the catch, though. Slides in, comes away with 2 kills of his own. Salvos to go ahead, hold off the peak, but Monyet re-peeks it, finds one relay, bolt sent, and Monyet delivers!
They all identify their locations, see if they can get it done.
Okay, well, Izu able to find the flash connection there, but doesn't stabilize the spray, so Xpharaoh fighting back for 1. Meteor on that flank does get noticed, so Monyet now sights turned over here towards the site, swoops in, finds Stax. Sylvan now all on his lonesome. Monyet, congratulations on the 1000th kill. You might have just gotten your team a bonus conversion if Cushy is able to capitalize. 72 health remaining here on Sylvan. Still some thorns to play around with. Cushy just going to creep forward, swaps out the weapon, holding it to half. Sylvan, if he swings now, will find it. Ow.
30 seconds left.
Slide in, Gemkin dragging across, finds Buzz there. Back of the head, Izu. Low on HP, but Meteor able to break things open a little bit as Gemkin gets taken down, but he's able to find Cushy there for the follow-up. Continuing to get scrappy, Cushy comes away with a second. Izu flushes them out of dugout, finds himself all alone.
Time.
10 seconds remaining, as you say, as that is a hell of a risky one there. Plant to come through. Start going to be set up, looking for the concuss, but Izu is able to swing.
Ash.
Armageddon sent Izu pushing in front of that, gets the transfer over as he finds Cushy. Monyet, go ahead, barrel stuffs, finds one, slide forward, Judge looking for the damage, but Monyet comes away with a second one, now going to be pinged out here, slides back across, and Sylvan finally is able to put him down. As the dust settles, it's going to be Gemkin and Xpharaoh. Meteor dancing around the back, though, maybe suspecting that one of these players has already worked their way forward, but he's not checking in towards Secret for the moment, so Xpharaoh, an opportunity to try to get the jump. Right now, the players just aren't drifting into line of sight here for him until Stax goes right then. Oh, Xpharaoh comes away with another, and suddenly it's all down to Meteor. Tap the defuse, pushes forward into the smoke. Now the turret's set up, has the lockdown as well if he wants to send it, but trusts in his own ability here, trusts in the time that they have available. Now has all the info that he needs, it would seem, as there you go, from behind. It's going to be a fake TP send here, tuck into the corner, next Xpharaoh now presence. Notice he comes away with a second. Buzz similarly going to be taken down, and this hit is absolutely not going T1's way. Lockdown, however, looks to turn the tides as they recover their weaponry. And this does leave Xpharaoh on a bit of an island.
Surely they got to realize.
He's just going to fight in. He finds the timing here before the Tain comes through. Stax might not die, but he goes down to 11 HP. And that puts all of the pressure on Meteor's shoulders.
30 seconds left. One
Plant
enemy
being
remaining.
stuck, Meteor already going to be taken down. And there you go, RQ.
He's got some ultimates.
Here, shops. He's coming away with two. Buzz, Meteor, both going to be taken down. Sylvan fights back for one.
One enemy remaining.
As, I mean, the crossfires here, just overwhelming. The stacks just sprinting here. Rotates around back over in towards window. They don't have any kind of confirmation that he actually pumped the brakes in this position or if he's just working his way in towards A, but they have the shear wall, so until that goes up, Buzz just with the classic and the overdrive, but pinned into the corner and dead. Jemkin able to go ahead and pick up the pieces. Izu similarly going to be taking down that Stinger, not finding a lick of damage. Everyone unscathed for the moment.
What?
But suddenly, Sylvan with two stacks with one.
What happened?
We'll have to see it in the replay. Either way, a Vandal going to be scooped up. That goes into the hands of Meteor. The Cosmic Divide immediately going to be called down here onto the site. Thorns, doesn't matter.
Concealment.
Cushy is dead on the floor. Stacks goes for the plant. And it looks like they're going to leave him implanted here on the site. But given that he has the Hunter's Fury, I'd honestly rather see him go into the more disconnected position. But T1, how have they gotten to this position here? The push out. The instant shot to the cheek there from Sylvan. As Jemkin will go down. And this is going to be a gut punch to RRQ.
The wall, and he read it from the get-go.
Oh,
Here we
things
go.
are going to get scrappy again. This time Monyet able to come away with the first kill. Izu quickly fights back, stun connecting, tucks in behind the box. Crazy guy desperately tries to exit, but Sylvan's right there on top of him. T1 looking to bring this map to another quick and chaotic conclusion here in round number 23.
Beautiful recon dart from Stacks in the midst of all of that. Got identification on both of those players. Bailed out T1.
Dimensional drift, checking things out. Players going to be noted. Sylvan going fall to the wayside here. Izu coming away with one though, and now is all on well, instantaneous is Jemkin with that. Meteor swiftly dealt with. Two players going to be noted there by the 0 point.
Well,
Obviously space going to be given up here too, but nothing there to really note this, so they do get Buzz on a deep lurk, but this is understood by RQ. They know what they have given up for the most part.
Yep.
Though Crazy Guy's still at risk. If he doesn't get forward onto the Raptor, and he is able to do so. Buzz does find Cushy though in transit, and Sylvan somehow wins out that fight. Xpharaoh going to be taken down.
Oh, Crazy Guy's in trouble.
Yeah, Buzz able to find another one. Jemkin does go ahead. Delivers a shot to the back of the head. Sylvan down to 50. Sheriff Shot will go ahead and take him out. Jemkin and Monyet, two powerhouses from the first map, looking to deliver here to try to get a third pistol win in the set.
One enemy remaining.
Izu finding one. Jemkin with everything to do. Finds himself a third, but cannot get.
Tank other than firepower for T1.
Oh, 0 points exchanged. Crazy Guy does find Meteor over at Belt. Sylvan only able to trade one back as this round is very swiftly getting out of hand here for T1. Sylvan, Izu, last one standing. Only the enemy Tejo dead. And pretty much everybody stacked up now on this A site. Looking to make this a nigh impossible go. Swing onto the corner. Sylvan does do well to actually come away with one. Jemkin going to be put down. Izu now watching. Xpharaoh suddenly does die. Cushy now at risk. Pop flash, looking for the timing, but Izu doesn't peek until the flash is gone. And now suddenly, this round has been swung absolutely on its head. The tap of the plant, Monyet. Weapon drawn out, knows that it's not a real plant. Full kit available to Izu. But how does he try to utilize it?
He might have read that there was going to be a rotate.
He has no clue. I don't think he has any idea. He's just going to face in for it. Monyet will be able to put him down, so that's why you still see that linger back from Monyet across the map. Jemkin able to open things up, and Sylvan's going to be taken down. Meteor up over the top, considering going for the peak, but does not. Stacks goes in for the fight, and he manages to catch three! Looking for that fourth. Crazy Guy is down to a sliver.
One enemy remaining.
And now Stacks is maybe on for an ace. Salvo's going to be sent. They'll offset him. Hey, go off, King. Go on the hunt. Call your steed.
Shutting them down.
He's looking for it, and he knows.
Can Crazy Guy play spoiler here? It's not very often that we get to see Stacks in for the ace, but he will go ahead and lock. Lurk into mid as Monyet, though, was out over into the attacker spawn. Meteor immediately going to be shut down. A nice headshot there from Cushy. Puts Serena on the floor. Fragment into the corner. Not going to be finding some damage, but Izu trying to go for the plant. Has to draw off this one. Pop flash onto the corner, but Izu able to turn from it. Resteadies, finds the enemy KO. Spike now on the floor, though. Monyet arrives in from behind, and clearly the message is not relayed fast enough. They waited out. Rez now no longer available, but Crazy Guy finds one. And that fully disrupts here. And Sylvan going to be taken down, and T1 start to scatter. You can tell that first kill coming through. T1 was not ready for that at all. Buzz now just having to stay tucked back, wary about that potential flank that they saw from Monyet in the previous round, as he's going to be flushed out a little bit more into the open here. On Belt, Monyet down from below will find the headshot. He's looking to fully try to dissuade this, but it looks like T1 want to try to at least maybe ham-fist their way into the site, but they're able to find an opening kill. Xfero picked off, plant coming through, fragment offsetting the movements here on Monyet.
Spike planted.
As Buzz is able to find Crazy Guy. I mean, T1, pit will drop here. RQ now on the back foot. Jemkin swaps over here for the Vandal operator on the ground for the time being. Monyet checks the close corner. Screen dropping, has to pull back away. Buzz going to be picked off, but now it is all Monyet and set up here. But he's going to stick around. Meteor's going to be taken down. Easy just managed to find one. Jemkin dead. Stacks looking for the transfer once again, unable to find it. Sylvan up over the top, finding the first, looking for the second, cannot make it happen. Hunter's Fury now out! And oh! Awesome. Oh, pixel out of place, and Jemkin just narrowly gets the reset. Stack's gonna be gone, as Sylvan will similarly fall. Armageddon holding off, staving off these two remaining players from T1 on the site. Buzz trying to linger around B. Alarmbot just on his left-hand side.
Yeah, last round in the half, and now T1 just being very diligent. There was a drone, but it didn't get any vision of anything. And already, now the util starts to clear, and immediately RRQ players.
Shock dart's too late though. The nano comes back in. Further time going to be bought. Now there's salvos. Looking for that boom-esque delay on the plant. Will be able to come through. Buzz noted, nearly take it down. Rendezvous back behind yellow. Himself alive at the moment. Monyet able to find one. Meteor just tucked back. The flash connecting onto Izu. Still finds a single elimination, but now it is all on Meteor's shoulders. 3 players suppressed out. No opportunity to try to go for this one. And line up, nearly finds himself a second kill.
Pushing down 2.
Flashes over to 4 here. 4 Meteor there on that peak. Buzz able to find one. Jemkin on the floor there, but it's quickly traded out. Again, that 1-for-1. Sylvan not getting caught at all. 0 Point will confirm some presence, and Monyet, wow, is crispy with the ghost. What a shot from him. And now, just pinging out. Wary about any really forward lurk here inside of A main. As Monyet watching this flanker on the back. Stacks though with the classic. Is gonna get a shot in, but Monyet still so damn fast.
Forget it. God. What awareness from Monyet. That first one helps. That Cushy lands at 0 Point. Get some information that somebody's close. Because it catches Sylvan. You got Izu, Meteor, trying to do something at A site. Playing right on the left of 410 is Izu. It's a ghost in hand. Has to back the heck out.
0 Point connecting. Suppress here for the moment. Turn on the flash there. As Izu comes away with 2 eliminations, now a third. And it's just suddenly all undone as Izu
Was just holding it B long. Jemkin smokes Meteor.
And it does. Izu still though a force to be reckoned with. This crazy guy. Taken out. Stacks just quick little swap of the weaponry. Izu catching a glimpse on the Jemkin and hits the shots to boot. Man. Coming alive here on this map.
Izu's crazy today.
Now 4v3. Weaker weaponry still behind here as Stacks widely eating this snake bite, and it's just long enough to linger to be able to find the catch. Qeon fighting back. Izu going to be put down. Buzz trying to make his way over, and Sylvan hits the headshot on the Monyet. And now it is all on Cushy. Newest member of the team, other than Crazy Guy, obviously. Looking to deliver, and he shall. And Crazy Guy does get hit, does get taken down. Spike on the floor there. He's buzzing the peek out. Gonna find Jemkin up over the top of yellow, and Meteor out from Snowman. Finds one. Jemkin. Once again, the weight growing here on his shoulders. The flash connects. backs away, and for now, RQ are held at bay.
Seems to be good identification here by Sylvan that somebody could be lurking. He's been watching Stacks as well.
Snapping around for play around there for Buzz. Okay, like Sparrow on that backstab is able to find Sylvan. Stacks now getting a little bit frazzled, but Izu all the way into the back.
One enemy remaining.
Plays to the gap in the window there. Finding one, but Jemkin on for a third. The fourth, and will find it.
He's just going to try that play again. Oh, Izu. Up on pipes, gets the first kill.
And goes down to 11 HP.
That's fine.
Quite a bit taken from the salvos. Is still breathing, is still in play for T1. Kushi sliding forward here towards screens. Maybe a timing, and yep, it is going to be found. Meteor finds it, quick dismiss out. It's Monyet.
Spike down A.
The crossover up on top of the box. Just tucked in close. The fire squad set up here. Crossfire, Monyet turns back to 180. Able to find one, but they have to. They must know. As he looks for a timing swing, Monyet able to go ahead and shut that down. It's Jemkin stopping Buzz from finding value. Stacks just swinging out onto the Raptors, and it's just...
It's a little bit further on the info, Jemkin.
Looks to go pacey here, but Buzz able to find the off shot. Stacks with a follow-up. Takes down Kushi. Sylvan so far, the one casualty on the side of T1. RQ likely to be rerouted here unless...
Man, Monyet.
Monyet finding a huge opening shot. Still this open play, Meteor playing up close. Spot on the one, and that timing is just enough. Crazy guy. The gorgeous swing. Picks up the kill, gives them the player advantage, and now they're going to look to go ahead and rewrap, exit over towards this A site, and leave Monyet planted over here at B. But it's all a little bit of a fake out. They pivot. They haven't seen anything on the cross, and now they're just slowly crouch walking their way back over to B.
Gotten the op off the angle.
Yeah, and T1 know that they've given up this space, and now they have to be cautious about this forward push over towards Snowman. Buzz, it's going to take him a while to try to regain this space. Plant now in play. RQ has the upper hand.
Just brilliant stuff from them so far. Tap from Izu. Salvo's in response.
The swap of the Vandal, RQ, well poised to get this now up to map point. Try to extend this, Buzz finding one, Izu finding the other. Crazy guy now, last one standing. The tap coming through, and Izu! 0 point out, Meteor no longer can dismiss his way out to safety. Updraft up and over the top of Kushi, just kicks the door in. Will be put down on the floor, flashes out those Stacks. Able to collect another as Jemkin will die. Fast res is available, they're gonna look to go for this one. Pick it back up. Target rich there. Stacks ends up getting taken down. Snake bite out from Sylvan, able to find one, but now it's all on Buzz. Finds the shot. Spike not yet planted. Opts the back off. Plays it.
Yeah, he doesn't have time.
A nano just on a timing here. Buzz eating some damage, gonna die. But this kind of disguises Meteor's position, but he overstays. He doesn't go for the dismiss. And Monyet, great to capitalize. Finds that kill, and Buzz backpedaling. I think he was uncertain if he was going to get caught by that 0 point.
Yep.
And then as soon as he affirms that he's in a good spot, it's just far too late. He's off the angle. As it looks like it is maybe far too late for this map to go the way of T1. RRQ are looking to take us over to Lotus. Armageddon available. Crazy guy trying to stay alive. And Stack swinging, finding one. Chasing around the backside of Yellow now, all alone. A lockdown set. Crazy guy. For all the attention away. That could be huge. Eyes for now. Not paid in his direction. Kushi going to be taken down. Jemkin staying quiet, trying to stay tucked, but Buzz gets out a little bit wider. Is able to find him, looks for a little bit more, and will be able to go ahead and take down Monyet. Crazy guy falls. A couple shots going. Cut through the smoke. The repeat, Monyet wise to it, ready. Gets a shutdown. Buzz, showstopper gained in death, but not going to be seen here in the bonus. Haunt to be cleared out. Paranoia goes across. Jemkin tucking back around the corner time. Starting to dwindle with Monyet continuing to come up with value. Finds a kill. Meteor going to be taken down. Drop down from Izu. Needing to go absolutely huge. That's back around the opposite side. Picks up another weapon. Concusses there. And Kushi. Paranoia. Try to slow them up. And the bite as well. Down on the entryway. Sylvan able to find one. Just going to be the one-for-one exchange. Showstopper now drawn out, sent, delivered. As Monyet will hit the floor. Crazy guy Nothing more to be done other than to try to escape and hold on to this weapon. 10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
And similarly, RQ once again just work this clock all the way down, and then when they try to strike, the util that saves from the side of T1, it ends up biting RQ in the rear. Crashing, one still raised up. Door gets tapped, they go pushing forward. Sylvan just flush here against the smoke. The push forward, Jemkin, yep, able to get on the board. Goes for the barrel stuff. Buzz coming away with one, but Monyet,
30
Jemkin
seconds
Time to
left.
jump.
open things up. T1
Spike planted.
to be scratching their heads here a little bit. Money is not in a comfortable position at all.
One enemy
Yes,
remaining.
okay, Jemkin now starting to sight Xpero. Once again, trying to go on this lurk, gonna go on this back step, and right now T1 is not paying attention to it. They have to. The Buzz has been ushered right back into his grasp. What a round from RRQ.
Oh, the timing!
He is just an absolute menace.
This is unreal.
Another multi-kill round. The drop down,
I mean, noise.
noted, yeah. Noise is made. Monyet, I mean, he could just blind fire into this one. Doesn't manage to go ahead and soften the both up. Jemkin runs out of bullets. It's the only thing stopping him from finding the ace. As Buzz, shield is popped.
Meter so far forward.
He's just gonna go for the drop here, and he is able to find one.
No distraction.
Now sends it on the ult. Is potentially gonna be vulnerable. The swing can come through off the back of this. Unless they're covering fire. There you go, Monyet finding one, but then gonna be caught on the timing. Izu pushing forward. Doesn't manage to find him.
Poison's off.
Oh, Sylvan was
The
looking
lurk,
for the
though.
lurk.
Yeah, looking forward, but Xpero able to find the shot. He's trying to find this punish, but now he himself is going to be pinched into a bit of a bad situation. Tucks into backside, the snake bite going to be lobbed in. Tries to steady this bright, cannot. Cushy able to strike him down. Buzz, no idea that Crazy Guy is going on a late linger over at this A orb.
Spike planted.
Now it is once again all on Izu. There's a shorty around the corner. Looks to try to divide and conquer, but Cushy is the first one that he fights.
Not on point with him. That's some damage to Xpero. Okay, stacks.
Couple solid taps here with that Guardian. Looks for the third, cannot make it happen. Cushy brings that to a conclusion. Armageddon is online as a Meteor, similarly, Guardian in hand. Looks to try to fill some spaces. Monyet not going to be sticking that teleport. And oh, Buzz, yep. Xpero, I mean, look at that smile. More than happy with what he's just accomplished, and now he's going to continue to go on this lurk. Sylvan now needs to be wary about that pressure coming through. I mean, Izu's just dead. RRQ have their pick of the litter. Everywhere they want to go, there is a path paved in gold in front of them.
Spike planted.
What an unbelievable half as they look to go ahead and seal the deal in this 9-3.
Well, they guessed wrong on the ult.
But it also helps to try to narrow it down a bit. Sylvan finding the first, but cannot get the second. Off the rip, Prowler to scout. As Paranoia goes across as well. That undercut with the smoke holds him at bay, and Monyet gets himself a second elimination. Meteor fighting back for one, but Jemkin gets one, gets out. And once again, T1 just absolutely knocked on their rear. Stealth drone, that should have spotted them both. And Cushy, no way he didn't notice the gun barrel. Back rubble, the pings are there. Izu was able to pull off a bit of a miracle pistol on Icebox. Now he's going to be asked to do very much the same.
Enemy remaining.
And he's not going to do it at all.
Paranoia could find a couple quick ones.
Crazy Guy is peeking in. Jemkin survives. Even with 19 HP, just dodges those bullets. Now it's just 3 players left here from T1. Smoke and upper, dissipating. Jemkin fallen, Stacks able to find 2. Finds himself a third. It seems like there still is yet a little bit more fight left in him, but it's at cost. Xpero looking for the stick, as Izu will be able to go ahead.
Try to figure out what's going
Stacks
on.
just contacting into the site here, and just Xpero hitting that headshot.
Yep.
It's Cushy similarly. Narrowly survives. Paint shell going to be sent looking for that kill, and yep, it will be able to confirm it. Player advantage here in the hands of RRQ, and Jemkin on the second pump. Puts Sylvan on the floor. Smoke's now lost on Xpero, playing forward. Wall, however, does fall, and he's not quite ready for them to be this far forward. So kill is going to be found, but the TP in, maybe not even necessary. It's Jemkin. This continues to be so damn good.
Oh, unfair.
Dimensional drift draws out of it, is scoped in, the shot's whiffing, Izu finding one. There's about 50-50 here for him, desperately tries.
Get home, I'm gonna eat some.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a hell of a fight, but Buzz gets that pink, that reveal off the haunt, finds Jemkin, Monyet gonna be taken down, so bit of a rush play here. As RQ want to bring this to a swift closeout. Not quite gonna be able to do so, it would seem. Cushy, Xpero still could make this potentially expensive, but Buzz with the third kill. They'll bring Cushy to his lonesome as picks up one. Dax out and away, tucked in behind rubble.
Well,
We can rep weaponry, but well, 3 players out facing. Cushy puts that recovered Phantom to good use. Stacks eliminated Buzz, trying to stay alive. Cushy pushes up into the site. Meteor now taken down. It's a 2v2. The door open, Xpero rushing forward. Sylvan snapping with a headshot. It's Jemkin!